Hi everyone, this is Val from EurekaCrystalBeads.com with another sparkling beading video. But before I get started, here's a quick reminder to check out our channel, and if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button and notification bell to get notified every time we have a new posting. Today's project is this really cute and sweet spring blossom earring. This spring blossom earring is just quickly done with some of the piece of wire, and it's just really fun to make. So the products you'll be using are some gold metallic seed beads in either a 15-0 or an 11-0, some gold ear wires, some Swarovski crystal, which we're using today, a 8mm round in a rose. We'll also be using some 4mm AB rose 2X and 4mm in a peridot green. You'll also need a piece of 26 gauge wire. This is just a non-tarnished wire, and we'll be using just maybe 12 inches per side of earring. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just string up one of these gold seed beads. Okay. And you're going to bring your seed bead about to the center of your wire and just squeeze your wire together just like this. Then we'll take your 8mm round, put both ends of your wire through your round bead, and pull all the way to the bottom. And now you'll see that your gold bead now is working as a stopper for your crystal round bead. Now separate your wires, and you'll take one of the 4mm rose bicones, slip it on, and now you want to leave about 1/16 of an inch of wire, and you're going to bend your wire, your excess wire, to the side of your bicone that you just strung. So at this point, you'll be using your thumb and your pointer finger to hold down the piece of wire that you bent over the bicone and your round crystal bead. And with your opposite hand, you'll hold your bicone and the wire. And with a very firm hand, you're going to twist 3 times. So we're going to twist 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so what it's doing is it gives us that little bit of a coiling right here. If you have a little bit more wire than you anticipated here, you can twist one more time. So that one I did a little bit more than I wanted. Now you take your same wire and you're going to string up the next pink crystal bead. And we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to hold about 1/8 of an inch, bend your wire over, hold, and this bicone with the wire, you're going to twist very tightly 1, 2, and 3 times. So now it looks like this. Looks like the bead has 2 little antennas. But now we want to add a third. So you pick up the opposite wire that you haven't used yet and string up your last pink. Oh, there we go. All right, so do the same thing. Bend your wire over, leaving about 1/8 of an inch between your bicone and your round bead. And with very firm hands again, twist 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we have a triangle of bicones. Okay, you can just kind of smash this down towards your round. Smash the bicones towards your round. Now with your long piece here, you're going to string up 3 of the gold seed beads. And now these are going to form little berries of little gold berries. So you have the 3 gold seed beads, and you'll want to just ever so slightly just bend them over, just so you can get that little bit of berry loop, make a little loop out of the berries. So you see how it looks like this? Now we're going to crisscross our wire, So just cross over the wire so it creates a little X there. And bigger project with your right hand and with your left hand, hold all the berries up together. So all three are side by side, and now you're going to twist. 1, 2, and 3. So you see how cute that is? Look at the little twist right there. So now I have one little set of gold berries. I want to create one more set of gold berries. Okay, so now I have strung my little 3 beads. So I'm going to bring my little 3 beads here that I've strung, and I'm going to make a little loop just like I did on the other side. So form a tiny little loop right here, and then I'm going to hold my wires again, and then I'm going to twist my little berry beads. So it creates a cute little circle of berries. Okay, so here we are. So now we have little berries and our little pink crystals. These are little tiny buds. Okay, so bring up your wires together, both of your long pieces of wire, and you're going to hold down as close as you can to your project, and with your opposite hand you're going to hold your beads together and twist 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now you see this little forming of wire twisting right here. Okay, now you're going to separate your wire and we're going to add our little crystal leaves. So there's right now, by the time I've been working, I actually now have one short and one long wire. I'm going to use my longer piece of wire just so I have more opportunity to work. String up your one crystal green, and we're going to do the same thing we did with our pink bicones. So lift about 1/8 of an inch above between your wire twisting and where your bead starts. Bend your wire over, hold down your beads. It's a little maybe further over than I want, so I'm just going to readjust. Okay, so here 1/8 inch between the wire twisting and my bead. Bend over my wire here, and I'm going to hold my project with this extra piece of wire, this long piece of wire that's folding over, and I'm going to use my fingers to twist 1, 2, and 3 times. Okay, so now I have a cute little twisting of my leaf. And I'm going to take all my project here and hold it with my left hand. My right hand, I'm just going to hold my wire just a little bit above my project. I'm going to twist this. 1, 2, 3, and see how it looks right there. I think I want to go 1 or 2 more times, just to make it a little tighter right here. Okay, so now I want to add another leaf. So I'm going to continue adding a leaf. Do the same thing. So bend my wire over. Now I'm going to bend my beads this way so I can get a nicer, tighter area. I'm going to hold this wire twisting with my thumb. So with my left hand fingers, I'm going to hold this green bead and twist it. 1, 2, 3. So as I'm twisting away from me every single time. Okay, bring up my wire, bring my beads back down, and then I'm going to hold my wire again right here. It looks like it's about 3/8 of an inch. I'm going to twist 1, 2, 3, that's 4, and 5. Yep, 5 looks about right. You can twist as many times as you want. Just make sure that as you're twisting, you're not compromising your wire too much. Okay. So my last green, I'm going to bend down the wire, bend it back up, and twist. 1, 2, 3. All right, so here I am. So I have my little flower and my little crystal leaves, and now I'm going to twist the rest of my wire here. So holding your wire a little higher than we did previously with your right hand, with your left hand, you're just going to keep twisting. 1, 2, 3. If you want, you can use your flat nose plier at this point to hold your wire and just twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The wire is just kind of holding it as like an anchor while your left hand does all the work. 2, 3. So now, as long as my wire looks nice and tight, I want to grow a little bit more wire. So so move your plier back a little bit more so you have this open space, and twist again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as long as your wire looks close enough together and nicely twisted to you, you're good to go. From here, you're going to cut off your excess wire there, and we're going to take your round nose plier and we're going to form a loop. So just depending on how much of a branching you want, you can either make your loop higher so you have more space, or you can go a little lower. I think I'm going to go right about in the middle. So I'm just going to bend my wire towards me and roll away. Or we're basically making a wire wrap, so if you're comfortable doing your wire wrap a little differently, my wire is now made into a loop and bent over here. Now I can take my tool and I'm going to hold this eye part right here with my tool, and I'm going to take my little tail and wrap this around the stem about 2 to 3 times. Okay. I want to cut off my excess. So now it looks like this. And with my tool, I just want to make sure my coil looks nice and tight. And wherever I just cut off my excess of my wire, I just want to make sure I take my tool and give it a little squish to make sure I have no pokey edges. Okay, so here we go. So this is our spring blossom. And now I'm going to add on an earring hook to this. So with my earring hook, because it already has a nice round circle, I want to take my tool and I want to open up my circle. So I'm just going to open up my loop, slip in my earring, and with the same motion that I opened, I'm going to just give it a quick close, turn to make it close, right there. Okay, from here, because it is wire, I can take it and shape it a little bit more if I feel I want to. Just reshape things. I can, if I find any twisting that maybe I didn't feel I twisted well enough, I can always go back and twist it again. Okay, so here you go. I have my cute little spring blossom earrings, and they're just so happy and cheerful. They kind of remind me of like fairies in my garden. Just whimsical and cute. So you can find all of these supplies and more on EurekaCrystalBeads.com. And the supplies we used today, you'll find in the comment section.